So I just got back from traveling in Hong Kong, which is like the mecca of great food, large buildings, a lot of people, and a lot of street markets, which are known for counterfeit items like this, which you may be familiar with because it's exactly the same as this, kind of, almost. But it does have the Apple logo on it, which you don't see a lot every day. So let's check it out. The first difference you'll notice before you even get to the case is the packaging. Although texturally and graphically they've almost copied it one-to-one, you don't get that clean and satisfying peeling action you find from the original. This fake has gone so far as to basically copy most of the wording, placement of graphics, and even the stickers along the bottom, with the corresponding text like "Made in China." It's impressive already, and I don't blame you if you were fooled. Comparing the actual cases though, seriously, they're so twinning that you wouldn't be able to tell which was real or fake. Yeah, I know the obvious thing to point out is the off-color Apple logo. The fake case seems to have it printed on top of the case. You can feel the logo with your fingers, while the real deal is literally flat inside the case. It's just one with the case. Honestly though, if you never showed me the real one, I'd be convinced the odd choice of gray was the real deal. The fact they both have the same exact grippy, sticky finish is even more compelling. Inside the case, you'll find that Apple luxury microfiber finish. Of course, with the complementing text you never actually read, the finishing around the edges are fairly precise as well, with just a slight amateur finish on the bottom curved corners, but what you can't see can't hurt you. Installation is the same through the top and snapping the corners in place. Damn, I paid a third of the cost, but this feels just as premium. The buttons are raised and just as satisfyingly clicky. You lose that color coordination like in the real case, but they're functionally the same, and that's what I really care about. An exact bezeled cutout for the mute rocker, and the same for the camera hole that fits perfectly, and slightly thicker to keep it raised on impact. Bottoms are open, and you're still encouraged to spend more for the wireless charging, as that works just fine. In the hand and during usage, you honestly wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two. This fake has that sandy, sticky, grippy, whatever you want to call it feeling, just like its real twin. It's mainly all visual in the differences, such as the mentioned Apple logo. The seam joining the silicone together is more visible compared to the real deal, and although both are listed as blue cobalt, it's got a slightly lighter shade of blue. An issue I do commonly find in these counterfeit products is how it smells, and it might just be from a week of usage and my hands and oils getting all over it, but it doesn't smell that bad. It doesn't have that fake or silicone bad nasty smell. Compared to the real one, yeah, this doesn't have a smell either, so good on them. Of course, just like the real case, that sticky, grippy texture isn't just great for one-handed usage. It also loves attracting all things dust and dirt too. You will find yourself still doing this a lot. There's a slight lip around the screen, which is good enough to cover you on flat surfaces, but the Apple Silicone Case was never a protective case to begin with, and you guessed it, nor is this one. You can toss it onto a table, but that's about it. With the raised Apple logo though, I wanted to see how well their printing job was. After putting some real gung-ho into it, the logo is still intact and no scratch marks are left behind. I'm once again pretty impressed. I can't verify the case will last in the long run, as the real Apple Silicone Case is known to start peeling from normal usage. But in my expedited rub test on a corner, no peeling occurred, so I can safely assume it will last just as long as its triple the cost counterpart. All in all, it's one of the best counterfeit cases I've tested to date. I found this fake one for 60 HKDs, which is about $10-15 converted, which is half or a third of what the real one costs. The real benefit of this one is how accurate it is to the real deal, and at a third or half the cost, you just don't care as much and can treat it a lot worse. But in case you do want the real deal, I will link that below, but if you can find the fake one, I highly recommend you get that one instead. Not that I support counterfeit items or anything. If you love what you see and want to support me in creating more reviews, check out my store link below for accessorizing merchandise along with old accessories I no longer use and you can pick up at a bargain price. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment below if you'd buy one of these fake cases. Or it's my case.